So yeah, I mean the Grenfell was obviously a human tragedy. With the press are now saying 50 people have died, but it's going to be probably more than that, and it's a human tragedy. But it's a human tragedy with political causes, because we saw the Tories gloating the fact that they've cut health and safety regulation. Councils like Kensington, the building control departments had no teeth, and they actually clamped down on landlords and buildings to make sure that they were safe for residents to live in. So really what this exposes is the reality of cuts, reality of back the public sector results in a tragedy like Grenfell. So we stand, People Before Profit, in solidarity with the families. We're saying that people can't wait years for justice to find out what happened. They need to find out immediately, and the Tories should come clean. So we stand in full solidarity with the families. We're calling a protest at Belfast City Hall on Monday at 6 o'clock, and we're calling people who support the families and support the campaign for justice to come out and join us. And also we're saying quite clearly that the Tories and Theresa May have blood in their hands, so join the protest.
The Grenfell fire at the most basic humanitarian level is an absolute horror. We don't know how many people died, but it is almost certain that it is far in excess of any of the figures that have been given so far, that they keep revising upwards. And it may well be that the final figure is 100 or 200 or 300, or even some people are suggesting 400. So it's unbelievable carnage. But it's also a tragedy that encapsulates everything that is wrong with British society and everything that is wrong with Irish society. This is a tragedy of which in which social class, the deprivation of people, is absolutely at the centre of it. The area where it happened in Kensington is one of the most polarised areas of London and of Britain in socio-economic terms. It's divided between people in the bottom tenth of the national population and in the top tenth. And those people have been neglected, and the cladding, which seems to have made the fire so bad, was put up as a kind of cosmetic measure without regard for the safety of the people. The residents of that tower block had been complaining for months that the tower block was a death trap, and they were ignored. When Theresa May went there, she didn't even have the confidence or the courage to speak to the local people. So it absolutely exposes the rotten system, and it has huge implications for Ireland too, because I think there are probably many housing blocks, many tower blocks which have similar problems and a similar fire risk in Ireland, and we had our own terrible fire at Carrick Mines. So for all these reasons, we're calling a solidarity vigil with the people of Grenfell, the survivors and the community. We're calling this for Wednesday at 6:15 at the Spa, and we'd urge everybody to come along to pay their respects, and also as a warning as to what might happen here if action isn't taken.